Today, we're doing a walking tour of Disneyland because I've heard those videos are incredibly popular and I'm desperate for subscribers.
Hanging with Stitcher, chocolate bar, Kev Cage needs a life. Buffy with burgers, squishy with bark, Kev Cage needs a life. Kev Cage needs a life, yeah.
What's up? It's Kev Cage. Good seeing you. You ready to take a little stroll? All right, here we are. Let's start going this way. Usually I go clockwise in almost every other scenario of my life, but whenever I'm here for some reason I go counterclockwise. We know you have lots of choices when it comes to theme park YouTubers, so we thank you for watching Kev Cage Needs a Life. There's great moments with Mr. Lincoln. It is currently closed. I had an idea for a video where I was just gonna ride it from open till close, but it looks like our passes are gonna expire before that reopens, so I guess you'll have to wait. We're gonna sprinkle in some trivia, maybe some tips, maybe some factually inaccurate information while we're walking through here. So be on the lookout for that. The first thing I want to point out when we get to the end is, for anybody who's a parent, the community or kid-friendly family bathroom is in the corner over here, and it's a lifesaver when you have a little one that has an urgent problem and you don't want to wait at whatever the thing is that's closest. Up ahead, you will see the castle, which makes everybody who's gone to Florida first remark, "That's it?" Before we do that though, let's go over here. I believe this is where, yes. So right over there in that corner, straight back that way, is where your family restroom is. It's not always the most convenient, but you can plan ahead, as one is wont to do when they're in these parks. It's a great place to go check things out. That's the Plaza Inn. I think you could meet Minnie there during breakfast. In case you ever want to have breakfast and look at Minnie, that's a great place to do it. So we pass the castle to its right, or its, well, our right. I guess, does the castle have a POV? I guess it does, right? Like the drawbridge is looking at us. Would that be considered its face? Because then we'll say it's its left. Anyway, this is Tomorrowland. And Tomorrowland is not great. But perhaps we'll have some news on that at the upcoming D23 Parks panel. Do they have something in store for this land that is rotting before our eyes? Exhibit 1, the old people mover track, which if you don't know what it is, just seems like a weird beam that gives you some shade in an otherwise wildly shadeless area. There's also that thing, some kind of steampunky whatever that hasn't been in operation for as long as I've known of its existence. I believe that rocket, or some version of that rocket, has been here for quite a long time. Since the opening? I don't know. There's your first bit of probably incorrect trivia. Got the Star Trader store. And the area that used to be an arcade and still says Starcade. Because why should we change or update anything? Let's go look at that. There it is. If you want to get your game on, go elsewhere. All right, this is the exit of Space Mountain, but there is the single rider line accessed through that way. So if you ever want to do a single rider, man, I just saw my finger go in front of the camera. And I can't imagine how many times that has happened already or will continue to happen in the future. Only the best. All right, Space Mountain Q. Space Mountain sign that looks like that should be glowing. I don't know, I can't tell. Can't really read it, but that's where it is. Alien Pizza Planet, which is a delightful little restaurant that has not been updated or changed probably since the late 90s, and it looks it. But I actually love that, and I wish there was more of it here. They're not gonna let me in. They're very strict about mobile pickup. Anyway, you'll just have to take my word for it or find some pictures online. All right. Here's another building with nothing in it. I shouldn't say nothing. It has something in it, but nothing of interest to the average guest. It's one of the things that cracks me up about Disneyland Forward. It's like, we need more space. It's like, you got plenty of space. It's just sitting here with nothing in it. But I digress. Let's try not to make this thing totally negative, huh? Yeah, Star Wars Launch Bay. You in DVC? You can hang out there. If you're not, I guess you gotta go over here to, I don't know, is Galaxy Grill or something? I'm not gonna look it up. The Autopia. Let's call it an opening day attraction. So I'm not stopping recording to fact check that. Sort of, yeah, I think it was. Whatever. If you're watching this, you've made it this far, you probably don't know either. There's the Finding Nemo submarine voyage, which is great if you like being claustrophobic or being in claustrophobic situations. I personally don't care to be in that situation ever. My father-in-law tried to sell it on me by telling me it wasn't a real sub, as if I could not determine that on my own, or that it would make any lick of difference. But there you go, check that out. Look at these things. What I like about modern rides is there's not a lot of places where if somebody lets one rip that you're stuck in fart smell and you can't escape from it. But this is one of those spots. Right beside the majestic Matterhorn, where you can hear people screaming and throttling their spines as you pass. What a treat. Right on cue. I don't know if you heard that. That's one of those rides where you give it respect because of what it is and what it represents, but the actual experience of being on it, I find to be thoroughly unpleasant. All right. You may also be asking yourself, why do you keep putting your hand up? And it's because I'm so unbelievably shaky due to some sort of, as of yet, undiagnosed, debilitating arthritis or just old age. But I have to steady the camera or my phone with 2 hands. Through the trees, you can see the Autopia there. There's a little secret area where you can sit. That's cool. And I don't remember exactly how to get there because this part of the park always confuses me. But let's try and go there. I think it's right behind this little snack stand here. Oh yeah. All right, again, I see it. But how do you get over there? Let's see. It's not on this side. It's got to be around the other side. You got some turkey legs. Pretty sweet. Oh yeah, look, you just got to make a hard right here. This is like a very underrated area here. It's got some nice shade. You're out by the water. It's pretty full today, and it smells nice too. It smells like vacation, but in the real way, not in like the fake Pirates of the Caribbean water way, which is also great, but just not what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, It's a Small World yonder. The slightly disrepair monorail track, and above it, the incredibly in disrepair people mover track. But this is a nice spot. At this point, in case you couldn't tell, I've never actually watched one of the walking tour videos. This is what I imagine they are, but I haven't actually ever done one, so that's why you're getting this. I'm getting flashbacks being in this area from doing that try to find all 50 Pizza Planet trucks thing. So that was a long day. It's incredibly hot right now. This is like a little offshoot area here where sometimes they have parades, when they used to do parades, or character cavalcades as they call it. It's like a bootleg parade. They come through here. So if you don't want to sit on Main Street with all the muckety mucks, go sit back here. It's great. Hey, Small World's only 10 minutes. It's kind of embarrassing to go on that as a 42-year-old guy who's alone. So maybe we'll save that for another day. I do love that ride though. To our left over here, we have the Fantasyland Theater, which of course has nothing in it. Why would there be a show? Now we'll enter Mickey's Toontown. This place was in dire need of an upgrade, but it actually got it. And I think that what they have done here now is so much better. It's very sweet. It's much more inclusive for differently abled folks and kids. And above all, it has some much needed shady areas and spots to chill. So, well done on this part. Over up in here, it's the Roger Rabbit ride, which is great, but I never go on it because the line is always horrendous, as it is today, 50 minutes. It's great, but like an hour great? I don't know about that. This is the new ride that they added, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is cute. And at the risk of sounding too negative, we'll leave it there. I mean, it's fine. It's, you know, it's for kids. Kids love it. It does feel like, once again, there's just that lingering feeling of costs being cut, or probably a bit more screens than there should have been or needs to be. The reason why we're navigating this mess is to show you the one good spot in the back.
Can't see them. I think they're going to take a break.
So there's, you can meet Mickey and Minnie in their houses over there. The sort of newly named Chippendales Gadget Coaster, formerly Gadgets Go Coaster. This is another wonderful spot for the kids. It's probably a lot of kids' first coaster, and it's probably better than it has any right to be. All right, well, this is the little secret area here. Another sort of secret. There's a water refill station. There's your tip. I figured there would be one in here, but this place is got nice, shady. There's an area back there, and there's never like a ton of people here. So if you're absolutely desperate to get into a shaded spot, that's a place to do it. At this point, because I'm melting, I'm going to pause to enjoy some water here. We'll be right back. All right, nothing better than some lukewarm water on a boiling hot day, but it did do the trick. All right, let's make our way out of here. And then head to the next part of our journey, which, I don't know, depends on how we walk over here and how crowded these choke points feel. But yeah, actually, on the way back, so they do have these nice houses that they always had, like Goofy's house and Donald's house, but you can see how they did these slides. They're a little easier for kids to go on now, because you don't need to like climb up anything. You can just get up the hill, and as long as you can get out of the chair or whatever you're in, you can slide down. That's awesome, and the way it should be. So, well done. They're not shaded, but they do have a lot of those like green areas to, if you want to chill and have a little picnic. There's another one right over there. That one has a little bit more shade, but nice job. Nothing groundbreaking, but you know, not everything needs to be. Sometimes you just want a nice improvement. And if it wasn't the only thing that was being done, it'd be much more wonderful. There is actually one more attraction that is on its way of being finished. We'll we'll get to that one in a little bit. The one thing that's getting me through this experience right now is the thought of an ice cold, unique at Ballast Point when this is concluded. All right, let's hang right this way into the dreaded Fantasyland. Going back to the theme of being claustrophobic, everything in this area is that way. The queues, the walkways. It's not too bad because it's not too busy today, which is also hilarious because it's a Friday in August, but you got your teacup ride, you've got the Storybook Land Canal, the only ride as far as I know where you get to go into the mouth of a whale, and then also see some little miniatures of sets, I guess, from other movies. Yep, it has begun. All right. Your classic Dumbo. This isn't really a tip nor trivia, but it is kind of fun. The best thing to do when you're on Dumbo is to not go up. You can control the flying elephant so that you are on the top or the bottom, but the absolute best thing to do is just to stay all the way at the bottom while everybody else is flying around on top, because it infuriates people. And it's quite hilarious. All right, let's go around this way. We have the unequivocal, undisputed best ride ever, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Well, we just passed the only ride that you go through a whale's mouth. This is the only ride where you are killed at the end and go to hell, which is a real treat. More of the carousel. Got the Peter Pan flight or something or other over here that is always incredibly crowded. The line has very little shade and always at least a 30-minute wait. And I guess it's cool to fly through Neverland. It's probably the most popular ride here because a lot of these rides really feel their age, even though they've been updated. They're kind of weird and creepy, and most little kids probably hate them, but Peter Pan's all right. There you go. That's the backside of the castle. The ninth wonder of the world. You know what? I could use some shade. So the castle in Florida has a restaurant in it. The castle here is not big enough for that, but it does have a little like walkthrough, and it's probably going to be too dark to see anything, but let's go through the walkthrough. There it is. Let's go. She's sleeping, get it? Hold on, I gotta scratch my back on the wall. Ah, that's good. That's a cool effect. And I think startled me again because I'm a baby. So you think I just got scared by the Sleeping Beauty walkthrough? That's why I'm not ever going to Horror Nights. This is representative of some part of the movie, I assume. That's pretty sweet, actually. Oh! Ah, it's throwing up. Oh, fire. Never mind. Ah, that's great. And they lived happily ever after. The end. Yeah, that's great. That's definitely an underrated little thing that's here. All right. Back into the heat. That's Snow White's something adventure now. It used to be Snow White's Scary Adventure, as mentioned earlier, but it was terrifying children, so they changed it. It's, what is it now? Oh, Snow White's Enchanted Wish. Yeah, that's much better. And we wrap it up with Pinocchio's Daring Journey. Also kind of weird. Definitely no favorites here. Up there we have the second of two railroads. The first one, the Disneyland Railroad, you see when you walk in. This little one over here is the Casey Jr. Railroad, which, in spite of having cars that are quite small and, you guessed it, claustrophobic, it's a cute little ride around the park, and it sings a song. Do you know the song? Casey Jr. going round the track. Yeah, it's the best. All right, that actually wasn't so bad today, but not having so many people here, the thinned crowd helps a lot because those choke points get a little easier to handle. Trying to think of what's the best way to loop through here. I guess, so if you go straight, that goes into Frontierland, but we're gonna go this way and go into Star Wars area. Batuu, also known as Galaxy's Edge. I might actually try and not try to sway you with any commentary during this part. If you've never seen this whole thing walked through, You tell me what you think. Hey, look, that guy moves. Hello, droid. Sorry, I broke my promise. I can't not talk. It's too weird. This is on the right, the bar. The bar is the best. But you can't just like go in. You gotta reserve a wait time and see if there's anybody there. And they don't let you stay for too long. And normally I would go stop in to get a beer, but it's easier to just go to Ballast. It's far cheaper. Hey, it's the Millennium Falcon. Look at that. Somebody's getting their picture taken in front of it, so I gotta wait to cross the street. All right, there we go. Only 15 minutes on this ride. That's crazy. I guess it's hot, and this is kind of the furthest point you can be, I think, from the entrance and the exit. So I think a lot of people probably try to come here early to go on that other ride. But because, as I said, I'm filming this on my phone, I have to take another break because I need to use my phone before I forget to catch Pokemon. So let me go sit in the shade for a second, and we'll continue this in a bit. All right, let's get back to it. I actually just answered some text messages. I forgot to catch a Pokemon, so we'll take a break for that later. There's this little guy. I think we've seen him do that before. You just gotta keep spinning that thing and roast them critters. Right. Let's see. This way? This way. I can't wait to get home and rewatch this and have every single moment be too shaky to to use. It's a wonderful waste of a day. All right.
Where are we going now?
So I don't come back here a whole lot. There is, which way do we have to go? I don't know. I can't remember. There's another ride here. Everybody loves it, but just imagine we walk by it. It looks a lot like everything else does. Now I have to reset my bearings because I'm not where I thought I was. Or maybe I am. I will find out in a second. If I'm not where I thought I was, it's actually probably better. So I won't have to backtrack at all, but let's see. Yeah, all right, there you go. All right, probably could have made a turn somewhere and went over by where Rise of the Resistance was, but you know what that is. This is, I'll have to take the word complete out of the title of walkthrough here. So that's Rolling Thunder. All right, Rolling Thunder, Jesus, I'm not that bad. That is Big Thunder Mountain. Sorry, my Great Adventure roots are burned deep into my brain. Big Thunder Mountain rules. I don't know. There's not much else to say about that, but it's great. As we're approaching another choke point here. Trying to maneuver out of the mess. Ah, nice. Some shade, nice breeze. That is the Mark Twain. Another underrated little thing here. I guess it's not little, it's a giant boat, but what is it? Oh, it's a boat. You can sit on that boat and just go for a nice little cruise around the water. And it's lovely. Not everything needs to be a thrill ride, guys, you know? Sometimes it's great to just chill on a boat. You can go to the top of the boat, stand out, wave to people. Come on, what's better than that? All right, so this is, I guess, sort of a dead end now. So maybe this wasn't the right way to go. I probably could have went over to Rise of the Resistance and not had to double back. Again, if you're looking for information, you've come to the wrong place. If you're looking for snark and annoying commentary, you've nailed it. We've got to be like around 35 to 40 minutes in at this point. I cannot physically imagine that there's anybody still watching this, so right now I'm just doing this just for me. All right, yet another choke point. This is going towards New Orleans Square, and it is horrendous. That's where Fantasmic is. It's like a little show they do at night. Oh, that's cool. There's a band playing up there. There you go. You see him up there in the garbanzo up that way? Nice. Let's wave. Yay! All right. Back to this. So they do a nighttime show there. That was a source of a lot of to-do and criticism, of course. I haven't watched it live. It's called Fantasmic. There used to be a dragon, and the dragon caught on fire. So now they don't have the dragon anymore. They have something else. Show's fine. I don't know. What do you want? All right. Gonna head down this way and then loop around back up on top the other way. Longtime viewers will know that this restaurant coming up is a place that I suspected sold clam chowder and was quickly corrected by friend Lena to say that it was cookies. But then upon further review, I think they do smell clam chowder, sell clam chowder, because I certainly smell it. Let's look. The menu thing. Yeah, it says it right there. Clam chowder, corn chowder. I was right. I guess we were both right. But they definitely have chowder. All right, let's cut through this other little secret-y spot here. More seating just round the corner. Anybody from the Northeast may remember, I believe that was Living Rooms Plus, I want to say. That was there. Oh, can't go that way. It's locked off now. Can we go this way? Yeah. Sorry, I just made a wrong turn. But that's locked off. So there you have it. We'll swing around the other side. You'll be able to see the finishing of the construction of why this area is all shut down. Oh no, wait, actually this area is closed. That's probably why I couldn't get through, and I didn't even realize that. It's because they're redoing this whole spot because of Tiana's adventure. And how far can we go back there? Let's see. So that's out. So this whole spot is closed. Anyway, that's the Haunted Mansion, which here in California gets a holiday overlay. I'm not gonna bother to get into all the information about the construction because who cares, but suffice it to say, they're doing a lot of construction on this area. And so just in your head, imagine there's an area that has Tiana's Bayou Adventure and a Winnie the Pooh ride and a restaurant. That's what's there. Over here we have the delightful Tiana's Palace restaurant, which smells absolutely amazing, and I didn't eat, so I am ravenous, but can't stop now. We've come so far. Should we go back around in that little thing? Nah, too many people. This is what's called New Orleans Square. That's not obvious, it's got a New Orleans theme. Pirates of the Caribbean is up over in here. But you can see they got restaurant. The Blue Bayou restaurant is the one where you can sit right beside the water of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, which is pretty awesome because it smells like that the whole time while you're eating, and that's a treat. And then over here you have the secret place just for all the bougie McBougertons, private entry. You can see there on the wall, Club 33. So if you ever wondered where that was, that's where it is. My brain is so desperately seeking shade and cool that I almost accidentally walked into the exit of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride because I just felt for a minute, oh, what's this? See, this is cool, but then, you lost me with that. Looked all fun and old-timey and fortune red. I see what you did there. That's a nice casket that you can get coins out of. We're meandering our way. We're completely off the rails at this point, going through the Haunted Mansion gift shop. All right. What did I miss? Oh, Adventureland. Let's go there. There's the boat sailing. See, that's great. Who wouldn't want to go on that? That's the Adventureland treehouse. You walk around and look at stuff. People love it, I guess. I don't know. Kev Cage's opinion, not great. It's not even like a good time waster. I guess it's cool if you like throwbacks to the way that things were and like some of the simpler stuff, but there's stairs and it's whatever. You look at it, I guess it's fine. I don't know. It doesn't, whatever. I'm not gonna keep going. That's India and Joe's ride. People love that one. And this is about to get through the final horrendous choke point. If we can make it through here, then I think it's pretty smooth sailing on our way back to Ballast. It's the Tropical Hideaway. Great little spot for snackety snacks. There's another food place over there. I forget what it's called. You get meat. We just walked by the Jungle Cruise. I probably didn't show it because I'm just on cruise control now, folks. I've had just about enough of doing this. Oh. You got Dole Whip over there. Check out the Enchanted Tiki Room. That's fun. And you can see back by the Matterhorn again, coming around the way. And there's our castle. So that's it. Nothing left to do but head back down Main Street and go to Ballast Point and get a beer, catch some pokes, and sit in traffic, go back home. Was this worth it? You tell me, dear viewer. You tell me. The answer is no. All right. Actually, maybe I could use this as a final tip. All of these stores are connected. So when it's hot and you want to get out of the sun, but you still want to get to where you're going, just walk through these stores. You got baked stuff and ice cream. And there you go. Just like that. We're almost out. Still want to avoid the sun? Fear not. You can go in through here and do the same thing. But this is the shady part now, so I'm not as concerned about it. People lining up for the parade already. There's a little movie theater over there where you can like go check and watch old cartoons. That's fun. His name, Rico. And that's it. If by some unbelievable grace of God you've actually watched this whole thing, I commend you, and I will sign it off the way I usually do. But truly, I don't even know if I'm gonna watch this whole thing after it's edited. So if you've made it all the way through, you're something else. I appreciate you. And if you're not already subscribed, I can't imagine that you wouldn't want to be now. So as always, as we say here, if you're lucky enough to be in Disneyland, you're lucky enough. Thanks for watching. I'm going to melt.